Here are three things that you can do if you're experiencing jealousy. And this actually applies to any type of jealousy, whether it is reactive jealousy, basically, there is a sign that there might be a threat to your relationship, or delusional jealousy, there is no sign and yet you're feeling jealous, or retroactive jealousy, in which case you are feeling distressed about the sexual and romantic past of your partner. Okay, so the first thing to pay attention to is basically jealousy is an emotion. It is, albeit a complex form of emotion, but it's still an emotion, which is to say that it is not an identity. So instead of self-identifying as a jealous person, you can say to yourself, I am feeling jealous in this and this context. So in this case, the context would be the romantic relationship, and within that, what sort of situations? So what is it that started the jealousy? What was that first trigger, or what are the triggers? The problem with self-identifying with jealousy is that it's the end of the story. I'm a jealous person. You accept me as I am or not, which means that it will be followed by a lot of suffering, and it's unnecessary suffering because jealousy can be reduced and can be overcome. So instead of saying, I am a jealous person, you can say, I am feeling jealous in this and this situation, and see, am I responding to a threat? In which case, you will need to have a conversation with your partner. Am I responding to a belief, such as my relationship is not special if my partner has had previous relationships? Or am I responding to an insecurity? There is no threat, and yet I'm still feeling jealous. Because once you know where you stand, you are able to make changes, you're able to do things differently. The second thing is build familiarity, awareness. Yeah, so build awareness of emotions instead of, we often focus on just one thing. And especially if there is a problem, we tend to overemphasize that problem. So look at many things. What are the emotions that are there? What are the different sort of nuances in my relationship? And then build familiarity with jealousy, and not the jealousy that you might have known, the sort of jealousy that I am jealous. No, the not I, the sort of the jealousy that is part of my life, but I want to reduce. So looking at it from the outside, as I have said previously, that you want to look at the situations. As you're building awareness and familiarity, it's going to be much, much more easy to eliminate it or to reframe things, to understand things for what they are, rather than use the mental uh, patterns that you might have been using previously when you identified with jealousy. And then the third one is learn open and compassionate communication. And by the way, the key to it is learning to do that with ourselves. It is very difficult to be compassionate with somebody else when we cannot be the same with ourselves. However, whether you have that skill or not, it is something that you can build. And the easiest way, without actually going on a course or doing in-depth research about it, is look at how you like to be talked to. So when somebody is asking you to do something, do you like to be, or ask, telling you their uh, their way of looking at things, their understanding of a situation? Do you like to be told, you did this, you made me do that? Being attacked, basically. Probably not. So attacking our partner won't work. Just the things that don't work on us or that hurt us will hurt our partner as well, logically. So, and in order to be able to do this, to speak to our partner openly and compassionately, we need to do it when we are in a situation. So instead of reacting to something, You might go for a walk. You might look look for and plan an event, plan some time where you have the capacity. So it's stress-free, or at least it's reduced. You have had the ability to think about it so that you can talk to your partner in such a way that they don't feel attacked, but they feel invited so that they can talk about what is actually happening or what is their side of the story. So, just to recap, see jealousy for what it is. It is an emotion, it is not who you are, it's not your identity. Build familiarity with jealousy, build awareness around it, as well as other emotions that you're feeling. And from the place of this is not who I am, this is part of who I am, this is just something that I'm experiencing, and learn open communication, which is based on this very simple principle that communicate with people in such a way that you like to be communicated uh, to, such as, or talked to, such as compassionately, openly, and with trust and with respect.